It's your girl Alice and you are welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing? Have you guys been keeping up? Hope you guys have been staying safe. So today on the channel I just wanted to just do a chit chat video and discuss with you guys about 10 attitudes that have imbibed recently that has changed my life forever. I can categorically say in the space of 1 year I have done a major attitude change. Like the way I see life, the way I view life, the way I react to things, the way I see things has totally changed drastically because I decided to, or because I understood that I don't know everything, that I'm a work in progress, and I started seeking change, reading and learning and unlearning. That's what I basically did. So I wrote down 10 steps on attitudes I imbibed that changed my life forever. 10 things. Number 1, I wrote that our life are functions of our decision, and this decision impacts our life and controls our path in which our life will take. So the first thing was I stopped living my life just to please others. I asked myself, why are you living your life for the validation of people? You know, normally you'll be like, by this time I'm supposed to be this, by this time I'm supposed to do this, by this time I'm supposed to tick this box, by this time of my life I'm supposed to be here. But I now sat down and asked myself, what do you really want for yourself? Ignore every other voices, ignore every other expectations from people. What do you really want? And I thought about it and I decided to just focus on that. So the next thing is I decided to always do what makes me happy. I made happiness my priority. What that means is if I am doing stuff or I'm having this friendship with you and I know that it is disturbing my happiness or my peace, I stop it totally. Like, I do not even bother anymore. If I'm in a relationship, if I'm in this relationship and I know that deep down with me I am not very happy, I stop it. I try to do what makes me happy. So the third thing I did was that, yeah, in doing what makes you happy, do what makes you happy, and those that really love you will understand. And if they do not understand, then their love is questionable. Yeah, so number 3, I learned communication skill. I learned how to listen, to understand, and not to attack. Allow people talk about their issues without interrupting or invalidating their problems with a bigger one of mine. Normally before, it's still something I'm learning. Normally before, when people are having an argument, when people are talking, or when people are reporting about an issue to me, I make it about myself. For instance, now you come to me and you say, Alice, I'm going through this, I lost my dog. I'll be like, now wow, it's bad though. You lost your dog. Me that my dad died, uncle. Do you understand? I make it about me. It's not like I'm a bad person. It's not like I'm not worried about you, but it might be to make you know that we are in this together. I share my own problems and make it about me. So I learned not to do that. It's something I'm still struggling with, but I learned that at times you just have to listen to people wail, complain, and talk to you because they feel you are somebody they can speak with. So yeah, that's one of the major things I am working on, trying to understand people and listening to people when they argue. I mean, when they report or complain, and be compassionate to them without making it about me. Yeah. So number 4, understanding people are different, and knowing this makes me give everyone the benefit of doubt and makes me a little bit more patient with people. Like, I read a lot of this. Like, I have been making a lot of research. I've been watching a lot of videos. I don't know if you're on TikTok, but some people are on TikTok to dance. Yeah, I'm there for the dance, but I'm also there to see how different people live their lives. So over the time, I have noticed that people do not or will not live life according to your own rules. And it is totally okay, especially if they are not hurting anybody in the process. I'm all for, if you're gay, if you're transgender, if you do you, boo, as long as you are happy. That is what is important for me, and I will not judge you. And it is something I have learned over the time, that there is hardly what I'll hear now that will blow my mind. Like, somebody can come to me and say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I did. I'm like, okay. So if the person wants my advice, I advise according to, not like according to what the person wants to hear, but without bias, without judgments or any other thing. So yeah. Then I started living within my means. What I can afford is what I will do. I like to travel. If it's 2 years that I can afford my trip, I save towards it. I like nice things, I save towards buying them. I will not be like, let me just buy it, then I'll manage late. I live within my means. Life is easier. Even people that expect you to give them stuff, if it's what I cannot afford, I tell you, nigga, auntie, okay, cross that. Auntie, I'm sorry, I cannot afford this. Uncle, sorry, I cannot afford it. Dear friend, I'm sorry, I cannot afford this. I will not go against my will or against what I'm able to do just to please you now. I learned to say no. Then also, I started asking myself, how do I make people in my life easier? I started saying kind words to strangers. I always do this, but I am more deliberate now. When I see somebody looking nice, I tell you, you look so beautiful. When you work hard, I tell you, oh my God, you work so hard. If my brother does something nice to you, I'll tell him, what have I done to deserve you? I genuinely appreciate people. And I noticed that when I started appreciating people, they always want to do more. So if you do something nice to me, I tell you thank you. You visit me, I send you a message, thank you for coming. If you give me gifts, I appreciate you. The next day, I'm still sending you a message. Over time, I've learned how to genuinely appreciate people. I learned how to show consent to people. I learned how to show up for family and friends. When I see somebody, if I really like you, ask what are the nice things that I can do to make this person happy. It's not like I'm spending so much. Like if, for instance, I know you like corn. Like my friend Lady, if you like corn, if I'm visiting you, I pick up corn 30 naira, I come to you. If I notice that you like kuli, I buy it. Those small gestures that will just make you happy, I try to do it for people that I love, even for strangers too. Yeah. So number 7, I start listening to my body. Most people will think I'm an extrovert, but I do not think so. I think I'm an ambivert. Is that how to pronounce it? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm in between being an extrovert and an introvert. So what that means is, I find out that a lot of people come to me to talk to me about how they feel, what they're going through. Maybe because I have the right things to say, or I'm very calm, so I know how to encourage people and make them feel better. But I also find out that at times it drains me out. So I listen to my body, and when I feel drained, I recoil in and recharge. At times I tell my friends, please, I just need an hour, let me just go and just recharge. Don't worry, I'll be back with you. And I noticed that since I started listening to my body, my headspace and how I feel, life has been better. I currently battle with anxiety, and my anxiety is really major. What that means is I'm anxious for nothing. Like when I want to travel, I have to process, think about the trip, about the immigration people. How will I carry my bag? How will I pack my bags? How will I check in? Unnecessary things, that's what I worry about. But these days, and it comes, I know when it's coming, it comes like, I just have that feeling. So I sit down and tell myself, Alice, what is it? Calm down. Is there anything that you've ever done that you did not solve? No. So calm down, take a few breaths. Like my mom will say, Alice, meditate. I try to meditate and just take charge of myself and my spirit. And me doing all of this has actually been helping me. Even when I try to enter into, like this morning when I woke up, I went to work this morning, so I woke up with a mood swing. Like I was just disgusted with myself. And I asked myself, Alice, why are you disgusted? Nothing. Your mind is playing tricks on you. So what can you do to help yourself? Play music. I played music. I made a cup of coffee. I entered the bathroom and I was happy. Normally I will ignore the way I feel. I'll just allow myself go with the flow of how sad I am, of how miserable I feel. I'll just allow myself go with the flow. Then the whole day will be shitty. I'll be shouting on my brother, shouting on my colleagues. But these days I'm allowing myself process the way I feel. Then decide what can I do to make it better. Yeah. So that's for number 7. Number 8, I learned that life does not revolve around me. Hey, this one is the biggest lesson I've ever learned. Like I used to call myself princess. What that means is everything should be happening in my favor. You know when you think it's only people that bad things will be happening to, not you. I lost my mom in 2010. I lost my dad in 2020. This same 2020, I lost my grandmother. Her name is Alice. May her soul rest in peace. And I lost my nephew that I never met. So a lot of things have happened to me, and I'm like, Alice, it happens to everybody. You are not God's favorite. Everybody's God's favorite. And life doesn't revolve around you. When you want something, if you cannot get it, you don't get it, because you are human and not everything you want you will get. So me knowing that is kind of humbling. But yeah, it's something I have embraced in 2020, that it happens to even the best of us. Yeah. So these days when something happens to me, I'm like, okay, shit happens. If I cannot afford something, I'm like, okay, shit happens. Or if I'm stood up, I'm like, okay, shit happens. Yeah. Then I'm also starting to learn that love does not come in the picture perfect way we imagined. You know, growing up, I always wanted a tall guy, 6 feet tall, handsome, rich, like tick all of my boxes. But now I realize that it's not like I'm reducing my standard, but I am correcting the false standard I created for myself. So what that means is, at times love comes in another package that you imagine. At times they come shorter. At times they come in a different. In fact, all those flowers, candles, and all that. So sometimes real love will not come with somebody that will do all that. And I'm trying to understand that. That's like, it's so scary. Because I have an idea on what love is in my brain, but I'm trying to correct myself with Alice. At times the love you think you expect, somebody that will be like, oh my God, Alice, are you okay? Are you hungry? Let me send you food. Alice, are you this? Are you that? And Alice, let's do. At times, true love doesn't come in what you expect. It's sad, but it's something I'm getting used to. Yeah. Then I became very open-minded. This one, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Maiwa. She doesn't know how much she has impacted in my life. She doesn't know. Like, we are. Thank you, Maiwa. That's just it. Because we have become so open-minded, understanding how people live their life differently and how it is totally okay with the way they're living their life, especially if it doesn't go according to how I want mine to be, or if it doesn't go according to how my life is, how I am living my own life. I think it's the same one with accepting people and accepting that people are different from you. So yeah, these are the few steps that I have imbibed and I feel that has improved the quality of my life, or that has made my life better and peaceful. So what are the what are the steps you've taken recently that you think have improved your life positively? Share with me, I would like to know, and let me know which one of the 10 I have mentioned that you are going to try to imbibe in your life too. Thank you guys for watching. This is where I come to the end of this video. If you've seen this fresh girl, if this is your first time watching my video, my name is Alice. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. This is a lifestyle channel. I talk about life, like today, where I go to. This is, we hardly go anywhere because of, you know why, places I go to, what I think about life, fashion, plus size fashion, body positivity, yummy food. This is where you come to for all that. Please subscribe to my channel, put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know anytime I upload a new video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate. I hope to hear from you guys. Please comment, like, share, and do all what you guys know how to do best. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, goodbye and have an amazing time. Bye guys.